Hey guys, we've really enjoyed making Evangelism Mythbusters. We hope you've enjoyed them as well, maybe had a laugh with us along the way. For our last myth, we're going to look at the myth that summer project isn't for me. We're going to do this by interviewing some of our friends and hear some of their stories for summer project to see if maybe it's something that you can relate to. So enjoy this last myth with us guys, and we'll see you at summer project.
So typically I find evangelism pretty tough, but summer projects makes it feel a lot easier because you're around so many other Christians that just want to do evangelism as well, and they're super keen, just want to get out there and share Christ with everyone that they come across. But I have a particular experience on summer projects. We were just walking around on the street and trying to talk to people, have conversations with them, but there was this one guy that we just kept coming across as we were walking around. Short story of it is, we came across him about 3 times, and on the 3rd time we had a conversation that lasted probably more than an hour, and finishing with sharing the KGP with him, and yeah, he prayed to receive Christ and immediately wanted to share Christ with the people that he knew. Yeah, it's just so cool to just see that passion there, just straight off. But yeah, evangelism's not always easy, but as long as you trust in Jesus, it makes it so much easier.
When I went on summer project at the Central Coast, one of the nights we did pub evangelism, where we just went to the pub and we all just tried to talk to different people and get into spiritual conversation. One night, at the end of the night, my friend Peter Barlow and I went and talked to this girl sitting by herself and just started having a chat with her and got to know her a bit. And as we moved into spiritual things, she opened up with us that her dad was dying, and that she'd been living in her car the last couple of nights, and I'm not sure why, but anyways, it was a really cool opportunity at that moment. We were able to actually pray with her in the pub and then send her off with a KGP, and she, at the end of our prayer, she had tears in her eyes, and so I hope that we pointed her to Jesus in some way in that conversation, and yeah.
Well, one afternoon I went to summer project in Byron Bay, and one afternoon we decided to spend it down at the beach and do some beach evangelism. Doing the walk-up conversation thing wasn't really working, so we decided to build a sandcastle, but in the shape of Jesus. And once we started building this castle, we saw these boys running out of the ocean, like, guys, come and build Jesus. I'm like, what? So we just sat down, started building Jesus, and it was really easy then to get into conversations. We're like, well, what do you think Jesus looks like? Who is Jesus? What, is he important to our lives? And I think there was about 5 boys. 4 of them didn't really care very much, like, oh, he's a Jew, he must have like a big gigantic nose. But this one guy I got to have a really good heart-to-heart conversation with, and they were preparing to go into uni as well, so it was like, guys, you need to start considering Jesus and who he is and spiritual things. And then they ended up hanging out with us again for the rest of the time we were there, and they were able to meet other Christians and yeah, just continue spiritual conversations.
This was back in my first summer project, 2010. I hadn't really been that involved in student life, hadn't done that much evangelism, was really doubting whether I should go on summer project, but after thinking and praying, I signed up, got all my money raised, went on some projects at Byron Bay, and one of the best 2 weeks ever. I learned so much about evangelism, came back with a passion for evangelism, and yeah, like at that time I didn't think I could do it, but after all the training and the practice, and you go out with someone who's more experienced, and it was incredible. So I encourage you all to go on some project. It was amazing.
So hopefully you've seen from those stories that summer project is a life-changing experience. Just think that could be you next time sharing about your experience on summer project. Hopefully you've seen also that the myth of summer project not being for you is completely busted. Zach and Pip and I have been working really hard to plan our project to make sure it's an amazing experience,
and in an environment where God is working in the hearts of the people who attend the project and the people we're sharing with. I really encourage you to apply today. Get on to the website and click the application button, and we'll see you there at Summer Project Central Coast.